Hello, hello, Istics. Welcome back to the Durge Diaries. I'm the Oz, and we are still on Vas'a'ac's game in Baldur's Gate 3. She is our lovely Githyanki monk who enjoys hitting Istics with her stick. Of course, we're romancing everybody because we can, really, at this point. It's just because we can. We are finishing Act 2 today. Let's see, last night we took down Karlach. We dealt with the whole thing with the Mind Flare colony. So all that's left at this point is a couple conversations, and I'm trying to trigger Minthara starting our fucking relationship, and she's being stubborn. Also, what the fuck is Daniel okay, it's not quite as weird to look like that. Yeah, no, it's still weird. Yeah, we just got some sexy outfit mods last night that almost broke the game for a hot minute. But, we fixed it, I think, I hope. So, let's dive in. I'm gonna chat with, Mintalicious here and see if we can get that approval up. Because the approval should be high enough. I don't know why it's not.
You wish to consult me?
But, yeah, she looks fucking hot as hell. And I really wish that that outfit worked on the Githyanki. You must be glad that Karlach is dead.
I take no pleasure in his passing. Whatever faults he may have had, Karlach was a great leader.
You respected him?
Of course. He ruled Moonrise for centuries. That in itself deserves respect. I believe he was an honorable man, but the gods used him as their plaything. First, Shah and her sister, then the three behind the Absolute. I sympathize.
He doesn't deserve sympathy. He was responsible for his own actions.
As are we. And if the coming battle breaks us, I hope that someone will mourn our passing, despite the bodies we have left in our wake.
Okay, that's fair. I've never used that one, and I feel kind of bad now because she looks really sad. When did you first encounter the cult?
A true soul came to my city preaching a message of togetherness, accompanied by two novices. Menzoberranzan is not fertile ground for such messages. I killed them and hanged their bodies in my garden.
Decorative corpses. A wonderful design choice.
I would have picked prettier corpses if my intentions had been aesthetic. This was a warning against heresy. I was not content with the warning, though. I intended to wage war on their insolent god and the rest of its followers, even as the flesh sagged and sloughed away from their eyeless skulls. Their audacity infuriated me. I had to know where they came from. And whoever sent them was counting on my curiosity overcoming my caution.
Do you know who sent them?
Indeed. A man you know all too well. General Karlach Thorm. The dead cough up their secrets just as well as the living. All it took was a simple act of necromancy, and the corpses told me where I needed to strike. Moonrise Towers.
So you waged war against Moonrise?
No. I was prepared for combat, but I intended to strike subtly. As it turned out, to my shame, I was defeated without even drawing my weapon. I came to Moonrise with a retinue of warriors and assassins, the best House Bainray had to offer. I expected a battle, but found a fully laden feast table, and a welcome befitting a house matron. Ketheric expected us, expected me, and I fell for his flattery.
Understandable. He gave you the welcome you felt you deserved, Istik.
Perhaps I deserved what came after the welcome as well. Ketheric proposed an alliance between Moonrise and Menza Baranzan. I admit I was captivated by him. He invited me to the head of his table as his guest of honor. I was wary, of course. If I had been in his position, the food would have been poisoned. It was not the food I should have been wary of. It was the pale woman at the foot of the table. Orin the Red. We had barely begun to eat when she spoke for the first time. I only caught one word, my name. Then, quick as lightning, she climbed onto the table, a dagger in each hand, and skipped toward me, slicing the throats out of my men as she passed them.
That must have been terrifying.
Few things frighten me. Orin is one of them. Ketheric held me still, his hand on my shoulder, the grip tight enough to crack the bone. When Orin stood before me, she touched the dagger to my eye, drawing out a tear of blood. "I want this one," she said. Ketheric nodded his permission, and I was taken below. You've seen the horrors of the colony. Orin kept me there for days. She forced me to watch as my men were processed. Some for food, others as thralls.
Oh, honey.
And then she placed the tadpole in my eye, herself.
You'll have your revenge.
That is certain. You know the rest as well as I do. There were massacres before the Grove. Religious communities mostly. Those who refused to convert. Then there was you, and now there is freedom. Soon there will be vengeance.
I'm curious to hear your thoughts about our companions.
A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind?
What do you make of Jaheira?
She is intelligent, strong, and capable as both a leader and a fighter. An impressive woman. It is a shame that she devotes all of her talents and experience to the futile cause of the Harpers. Their devotion to preserving balance is pathetic.
I agree. It's better to strive for change than balance.
Precisely. Preservation and balance are an excuse for inaction and stagnation. There are organizations like the Harpers in every realm and every culture. I despise all of them.
Oh. Alright, I've had those conversations with her, so maybe now I can get the relationship combo. Alright, let's try one more long rest. Fingers crossed, friends. Still nothing? What the hell, woman?
You wish to consult me? Then speak.
Oh. You have gaps in your memory. So do I. Do you think the tadpole's the cause?
Not directly. My memories were not removed. They were obscured by the Absolute's voice, by its presence. The tadpole is a conduit for that voice, not its origin. And while the prism protects us, the Absolute cannot reach us. As for the tadpoles themselves, for the moment I do not believe they are malevolent. They are incubating within our brain matter, not feeding on it.
Yeah, that one
Very
does
well.
nothing. What is the fucking point?
Good. I do not like to stand idle.
Seriously,
You
we
need
should
my
be
expertise.
medium, I think, because we're usually it starts.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Oh my god, this is annoying. Alright, well, hopefully we'll get her in Act 3 then, I guess, since she's not happening right now. Aha! Got it. Okay. Hello,
As you
Minty.
approach Minthara, you feel her mind reaching out to yours, tentative and curious. Then it retreats, soft as a whisper.
Sorry. Old habits.
I felt you peering into my mind, Stick. What are you hoping to find?
A feeling. When we first met, before moonrise, I intruded on your thoughts without hesitation and took what I needed from your memories. I would not do that again, unless I had reason to think you were hiding something from me. And I do not. I did not think we would ever share anything more than an uneasy alliance, born of our mutual enmity for the Absolute. I was wrong. A deeper bond has grown between us. I trust you. But I would like to touch your thoughts again, now that my mind is my own. May I?
If I can see your thoughts as well, Stick.
Of course. I do not hide anything from you. Until my time in the cult of the Absolute, I had spent little time on the surface, except to raid and pillage. I did not expect to find any outside the Underdark who saw the world as I do, and wanted from the world what I want. I did not expect you.
I'm flattered.
You should be. On those rare occasions when people have surprised me in the past, I received new scars to remember them by. You are different. A pleasant surprise. One of the first in my long life. Before the Absolute, I lived a life of certainties. I knew that I was destined for greatness because I was born to it. I also knew that my inherited privilege came with a cost. That the bonds of fellowship and family could be broken by envy and ambition. I could not enjoy the taste of food for fear of poisoning, and I could not enjoy the company of lovers and friends because I feared they hid knives behind their smiles. In spite of the danger, I was happy. I knew myself, and I understood the world around me. Now, nothing is certain. Without
Oh,
love,
honey.
without the Absolute, without my home, I do not know myself. But you do, I think. Show me myself through your eyes. Let me see what I am to you.
She joins her thoughts with yours, and you are as one. You share in her strength of mind and formidable will, but also the doubts that eat at her conviction. Those doubts cluster in swarms, and the thickest is around her sense of self. She pushes past, revealing the image of her you hold in your mind. What does she see?
I love her.
The cold shell of Minthara's mind melts away, and you are drawn into the heart of her. Warm, passionate, and dangerous.
I have never lacked confidence, but this conflict seems so much bigger than the two of us. It frightens me. I do not know if we will survive it. But whatever life remains to us, I would gladly spend it fighting at your side and lying with you at night.
There's nothing I want more.
Her mind touches yours, feather light and hesitant. A stark contrast to the confidence with which her thoughts intruded on yours in the past.
Tonight, there will be no voices, no orders, no gods. I belong only to you.
Aww. Hey, Stick. How's it going?
You wish to consult me? I am yours. Come to me. I have never needed anyone, but I want you.
I love that outfit on her.
I am yours. Come to me. You are exquisite. I am yours. Come to me.
Gotta get all the kiss animations.
What a wonderful distraction you are. I am yours.
Think there's
Come
one
to
more?
me. Thank you.
Alright, I think we just have to talk to a couple more people and then we can leave Act 2 behind. Yay!
I think we've done rather a good thing here. A welcome change to gift this land a sliver of hope amongst so much despair.
Alright, I need to put her in the... I don't want her wooden bowl, damn it.
You wish to consult me? Good. I do not like to stand idle.
Alright, Daniel has things to say to me, doesn't he?
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal.
I'm glad I could help.
Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
Alright, as we are leaving Act 2, I put a few options for things that are bouncing around in my head for next character.
wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. I bet it's beautiful. No rest for the wicked, huh?
Indeed. Oh. Tell me about your relationship with Gortash.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Oh, honey.
Soldier?
She needs a kiss after that.
Go on.
And she looks
I was
so
hoping
fucking
you'd
hot in
say
that
that.
outfit. I love it.
Lovely. Sure. What's on your mind? Let's go, go, go.
Drow Cleric is still on the table too, but you keep saying no to
swear,
that one, so I didn't
I
bother
can
putting
already
it down.
feel a change in the air.
And
Like the curse itself
only-
knows its time is short.
reason I really want to do that is to troll Shadowheart, because Drow Cleric of Selune just to fuck with her.
Good. Now our roots can deepen. Together.
Oh my god, Halson, that is the cheesiest pickup line and I love it so much.
I would not linger
That
in
is
this land over
100% a
long.
druid pickup line.
But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Wait, do which one next round? The Duskblade?
As you wish.
The Drow Cleric to fuck with Shadowheart? Okay. We'll do the Gith Duskblade after that. Though, she would probably hate a Gith Cleric of Selune more. If we want to stick with Gith.
Well met.
Mizora said you can say what led to your pack in exile. It's time to tell me the whole truth.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
Not my soul, if that's what you're getting at.
It is. And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
The cult of the dragon infiltrated Baldur's Gate? To what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. 10 days after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Wyll wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Minthara's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
And what of your father, the Grand Douche?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Minthara had swept it clean. After, he said only 1 word. Go. So I did.
Surely Minthara doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Minthara's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
So personally, I think that this whole thing was a hoax by Minthara to get Wyll because she wanted to have the Grand Douche's son as her pet warlock. Knowing Minthara, yeah, it's very possible. You took on 25 cultists on your own. Come on, I find that hard to believe, Istik.
I had Minthara at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
So is that how you lost your eye?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. Minthara replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world or the depths of the lower dark and still never shake her.
It was brave, I suppose, what you did for your city.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. I understand.
You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city, Istik.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Do you miss him?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did,
Probably.
he missed the Wyll Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to. That's the spirit.
There's all my love. Oh, right,
The
Aelin and
curse
Isabel.
is broken and the shadows are lifting. In time, these lands will heal.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker-in, historically.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I've talked to Aelin and Isabel yet because I was too busy trying to get Minthara's relationship moving.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom, Istik?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Alright. I think everyone's in the party. Need to talk to
How does
Barkus?
love feel about romance? Are you expected to bite your mate's head off afterwards?
Be grateful I no longer follow the Spider Queen's teachings. If I did, you would be the first to fall into my web.
I can't tell if you're joking. She is joking, right?
I don't think so. Alright, yeah, we need to talk to Barkus. Let's see if Tally has anything interesting. Scroll-wise.
Just tell me what you need.
Actually, I'm gonna buy another one of these. Oh my god! That's what the update did! They finally have fucking pictures for the fucking scrolls! Oh my god! Probably don't need like any of these, but you know.
Lady, light away.
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been.
I was preoccupied killing Ketheric Thorm, Istik.
Who? Oh, right. Well, forget about that, Magungus. We have more important things to worry about. Like Wulbrin.
Barkus, I think Wilburn has made it pretty clear that he does not want anything to do with you.
Oh, forget about that. Wolfrin and the Iron Hand gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have room powder, they have motive. We have to stop them.
How can you be sure?
Because they're a gaggle of vindictive crybabies with no sense of propriety. That is to say, they gabbed about their plans like a geese, and I overheard them. Like a very devious goose.
I love his little chuckle at that line, too, just every time. Alright, leave it to me, Barkus. You've proven that you're not really able for this kind of thing.
Knowing when to ask for help is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. You helped me in this god's awful quagmire. When we're back in the city, I'll be fully in my element once more. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend.
You need to eat before we head off, all right?
Yes.
Do you have anything to eat?
No.
Oh, I tallied up the amount of crashes we had last night. It was 15, which is actually one less than the record.
Perhaps the
or no, two less than the record. It's still pretty fucking bad. But the Ethernet cable is set up, so knock on wood. Things go a little bit better tonight than they did last night with 15 fucking crashes.
A 1,000 days of darkness on the Iron Hands for dragging him into this.
Yeah, the cable's set up. So hopefully we will not have to deal with as many crashes tonight.
I owe you an apology.
I'm listening.
I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light.
Apology accepted, I suppose, Istik.
City. And you can be part of it.
So I said that we may not have as many crashes because of the fucking cord, and what happens? It crashes immediately. Fuck you, Twitch. Details now. Yeah, it's what we get for talking about the crashes.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it.
Alright, let's go get our lecture from MP. And then we can head to Act 3.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
Enough lives have been lost, Istik. I don't want to send others to their deaths.
And if they died, would their deaths not count? But they need not die, for they would have you.
You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
I suppose I'll consider seeking more allies in the city.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Whatever awaits us on the road ahead, we can at least be proud that the Shadow Curse is no more.
Indeed.
The Absolute's armies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
No way, really? Alright, as usual, hard save before we go into the new act. Act 3! Booyah!
The curse has been lifted, the lands cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
What's up, guys? What, baby girl? You were just out before I started streaming. Now stop glaring at me. Come here. No, stop being dumb. Come here. I'm not giving you anything. No. Stop it. Thinks she needs a bone just because she's bored.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prism bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live?
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offal.
You will try. You will fail.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Hi, city. All right. Don't think anyone has anything to say except Astarion. Hello, darling. We are not ascending you.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
We need to stop him yesterday.
We will kill him, but there's more to it. Think about it. It sounds like Cazador, for all his evils, has gotten further than any of my kind ever have. He's on the verge of a miracle. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
I don't know. Raphael said the ascension was lethally diabolical, Arestil.
Doesn't it sound delightful? For the lucky little vampire on the winning side. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better.
I mean, you do, but not that, because that's not better. Look, all that matters to me is that you're safe.
I know you do. It matters to me as well. I want to be able to protect you, too. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend.
Chick. As long as you'll be alright seeing them again, love.
You're too adorable. I'll be fine. I'm sure they'll bring back memories of so many pathetic years, but I'm much stronger now. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
Silly stick. No ascending for you. I've got a love-hate relationship with this camp. Okay, I don't see any other exclamation marks. Safe's come. And then we'll go deal with Empanada.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. What then? You are prone to impulses as uncontrollable as the gods themselves. Will you even have a say in what you do?
Of course I will.
Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
I will free everyone of this evil. I will be the one to cleanse this plane of the absolute. And then I will be free of Blacketh.
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
It never is.
Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join my power.
We're under it. Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Yeah, we're coming.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
The fuck is that? It doesn't go there. I wanna take you there. Thank you, empty air behind Astarion. What are kin doing here? I really want a body tattoo mod. Especially with these skimpy ass outfits.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Yeah, we're coming. Give us a moment. We have spells to cast.
Careful, I might.
Not our fault you wake us up in the middle of the fucking night.
One with the weave.
Okay, I'm curious. Is this actually going to do anything for Karlach?
Hurry.
Okay, she's
I
got a
can't hold them back
22.
alone.
Shut up, MP. We're working on it. Why are... No, I'm not done casting spells yet. Fuck. That is bullshit. This fucking Gith got so close that it triggered initiative. We weren't done casting shit yet. Fucking bastards. Rat bastard emperor. Get stabbity, Jaheira. That was bullshit. Nice. Stab. Okay, she's out of stabs. She did some pretty fucking good damage though. Alright, Halsin, my love, you're actually gonna come over here and smite. Oh, actually. If I can find it. Where the fuck is it? Where? Oh, there it is. Go, Halsin. You can do it. Every once in a while he has to do something that isn't a smite. And that's still kind of smiting him off the face of the planet, right? Smite! Halsin just took out 2.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Taste my dick bag.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
No, but we're gonna finish casting our fucking
you
spells.
now.
Come on, Barty. Okay, let's see. Where was I? I was on... Let's see. Minty doesn't have anything. Wyll does. Once Wyll gets down here, he'll do his thing. Alright, Wyll.
Defender of the people.
The skull. Come to the skull.
We are working on it. Gale, what the fuck? Is he trying to get into a fist fight with Lae'zel? It seriously looks like he's considering punching Lae'zel, and she's just like, dude, chill. What the fuck? Are you guys fighting?
Help me!
Oh, hey, Lae'zel finally snapped out of it a little bit.
Direct me.
No, don't come back!
Have a lot on my mind.
Come on.
Well,
come on.
in it.
Lae'zel. Come on. Where's Lae'zel? There she is. Okay, we're good. Oh my fucking god, that was ridiculous.
Please, help me.
Yeah, we're coming. Take a fucking Valium and chill. Not like anything's gonna happen before we get there. Come along, party. Shit.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. You are in danger.
A mind flayer. God's damned abomination.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him,
or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
Seriously, there's no Githyanki option? It's fucking stupid. Leave my kin alone, Gake.
You do not understand. He will attack anyone that reaps of Illithid. That includes you. And you will not even be able to defend yourself. If you kill him, the Absolute will enthrall you. I am not your enemy.
Prove it, Gake.
You saved a child from a viper, back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. The last time you were here, you tried to kill me, not far from this very spot. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
How do I help?
The God. Destroy the God. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now.
I know what happens if I choose the Githyanki option. So I'll join the fucking fight.
We can turn the tide.
Oh, for the love of fucking monkey. You douche canoe. You are such a big douche that you live in a canoe. You are too big for a bag. Oh, come on. Seriously, Fangs? I mean, I don't blame you. It's not your fucking fault that this douche canoe that fucking starts the cutscene down there.
Orders.
Kill it. Oh, right. I forgot to do that. Stab. And stab. And that's almost dead.
Shall not be checked.
Smite. Smite.
The power of nature flows through me.
Smite.
A tale for the ages.
Oh good, at least Squish is here. Oh my god, this is so nice having the pictures for all the spells.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Stunning strike! Haha! Key with the stunning strike! Stunning strike! Taste my stick! There he lives! Haha! Really? Okay, who is up there with me? You've already gone. Wyll. Yeah, sure. Wyll, go smite that other one. There's only one left. Yes, some mitten, baby. Smite. Smite. There we go.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene. To owe my life to a damned geich. No more
Indeed.
lies, no more tricks. I will have answers.
Tell me everything, geich.
I was someone once. Someone just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals, unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed, and they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Encapsulates your ego, maybe. And how did you end up here, geich?
Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found the Githyanki. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue the Githyanki and find allies in the outer world. You.
And who exactly is the Githyanki in the spear?
Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Githyanki himself.
Quite
Indeed.
possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled his mother, Gith, to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother
generous
left,
of you.
a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of your people. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Control him? Skra! You must return him to his people.
That would be a terrible idea.
So was it you or Orpheus that Queen Vlaakith wanted us to kill when she ordered us into the prison?
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some of your people still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as you believed him dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was in prison. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the rest of your people ever find out what she's done, there will be civil war. Your queen will be finished.
So what happens if we free him?
The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion.
What's up, guys?
A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched Illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already Illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me.
I'll take you when I'm done with this, okay? Just give me a couple minutes. I'm no geek, and never will be.
You are already more Illithid than you realize. It has improved you. You seek to reverse an inevitable process. A process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me.
Just give me a minute.
Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
I'm trying to avoid becoming geek. I thought you agreed to protect me.
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
Safa, No. No way.
I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced elder brain. But in case you change your mind, look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Okay, I'm curious if I can smash the worm, like, right in front of him. Safe's coming in case I fuck it up.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
Oh, there's no Githyanki option? Damn. Drop it and smash it.
Wait. Remember, it has enough vitality to nourish you and your allies. Commune with it. You'll see. It only wants to help you.
Drugs are bad, okay? You're trying to get a Githyanki to become extra illicit. Like, really?
You have lowered our chances of success with your actions.
No, I haven't. Alright, now we can leave the astral. I just needed the satisfaction of stepping on the worm in front of him. Oh, hey, someone dumped an exclamation point on the ground. Alright, so Gaz is harassing me, so I better take her really quick. And then I'll get party reactions, and we will progress into Act 3. So, yep, you know the drill. BRB, 5-ish minutes, depending on how long she takes. Alright, Istix, I am back.
So your mysterious artifact, Tamer of Parasites, is only another parasite itself. How do you feel? Knowing the cost of keeping your transformation at bay.
Unclean. That gate has been in my head.
Still is, probably. Along with a tadpole that, lest we forget, is just waiting for a chance to split your skull. Illithids
thanks,
are
Shahira.
monstrous creatures. But in the end, they are only that. Creatures. And if it can, a parasite will keep its host fat, happy, and safe. Until it is finished feeding, at least. Am I comforting you?
No.
I'm not comforting myself. Use the Emperor as it would use you. Or discard it. My days of doubting you are done.
So your confidant was a mind flayer all along. Disquieting, to say the least.
Indeed. Alright, there's a...
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
Orpheus, the very same who fought Vlaakith for the Githyanki throne.
Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. Let us remember our history together. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom our people now call Queen. Our current Vlaakith has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Then Voss was right. Orpheus is the seed of Vlaakith's demise.
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
Let's talk about Orpheus.
What about him?
Why is he called the Prince of the Comet?
The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature.
Guess.
Powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his Illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards our people. Lies, of course.
Yes, guys, you have annoyed me into getting your way.
Of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign.
But why would she keep him alive all those millennia ago?
The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
So why want him dead now if he's so valuable alive?
A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
She's such a great queen. Do you know who the hostile Gith were that were in the prison?
Orpheus's honor guard, loyal to the end, trapped by Vlaakith in the same prison holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son. Very well.
Let's see.
I'm listening.
That one, huh? Really, Liza? Gaz, I'm not giving you anything. Get out of my face.
By Balduran's bones, this is a lot to take in. Let's see if I've got this right. 1, we've been carrying a mind flayer around with us this whole time. 2, it's been appearing as someone else in our dreams, cajoling us to embrace our new illithid talents. 3, the mind flayer's been siphoning a Githyanki prisoner's powers to shield us from the Absolute's voice. Did I miss anything?
He's not just any Githyanki-istic. He's the prince, the son of the great mother Gith.
Ah, yes. Gith's only son. Locked away in his astral prison for defying Vlaakith. Sensational tales, aren't they? Almost unbelievable. With a narrator so unreliable, how do we tell fact from fiction? I can't pretend I have the answer, but I know the Illithid's right about one thing. It holds our fates in its talons. Until the Absolute falls, there's no getting rid of it.
Unfortunately. Oh my god. Gaz, I'm sorry.
Darling?
You wish to consult me?
Whew, quite the rug pull, eh? A mind flayer manipulating us this whole time. Such creatures are not to be trusted as a general rule, though this one does appear to have had a significant hand in our survival up to this point. At best, an ally whose motivations remain shrouded in deceit. We should be wary of what such an alliance may cost us.
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. At least you showed it what you thought of its offer. Nicely done.
Thank you. Okay, I had a thought. I'll do it in a minute, actually. Fix that so we're back on our next outfit.
Assume nothing.
The air is ripe with magic.
Alright, I need to put the party back together.
Let's get going.
Well met.
Damn it.
That's the spirit.
Wait, why am I doing that when we're gonna be...
Gortash and Orin have established themselves and take their nether stones.
I mean, yes, we're doing that, but not because you're telling us to. What the hell, Gale?
Everything is clear.
Right, and everybody has things to say.
Baldur's Gate at last. We should find Sharess's caress. Voss will be waiting.
Oh, shit.
I'm listening.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Alright, I had a thought. I was going to X. Oh, I can figure out who the fuck has it. Alison has it. Alright, what the hell are my rings right now? Can I take either of them off to do this? Okay, yeah, I can. Okay, so I had a thought that maybe the shoes in the wing rings are the camp shoes, not your actual like boots. So I'm gonna try that really quick. Okay, so I've been running around with the underwear slot taken this whole fucking time. Ooh, I like that. I'm leaving that. Ooh, this means that I can use some of the stuff that's in the underwear slots in the Fear Tailor mod. Sweet. And I can't use that cute ass little veil thing anymore, but that's fine. Alright, may as well just do it for everybody. Let's see, Stungrian is the Diva Wings. Stungrian. Zell is Cambion. Wyll. Fallen. Oh, right. Fly is hidden at the moment, isn't it? Oh, whoops. Diva's not what I meant to do, but that's fine. Let's get those to squish. Alright. Fallen for Wyll. I'm sure there's a faster way to do this. I'm just overcomplicating it, but it's me. Okay, Karlach is fallen. Minty is Diva. Houslin is... Which one is Houslin, actually? Oh, he is Eagle? Okay. I guess it's our Eagle. And Jahira also has a Alright. Jahira. Okay. Everybody has stuff to say. And so many gloves. This means that we can bring the Hat of Shame back into play. Woohoo! Those are pointless. You cannot see them under my existing outfit. I'll fuck with this later. Alright, we are loyal to Orpheus now, and there's Orpheus dye in here, and I want to see what the fuck it looks like on this outfit. This being commissions. There it is. I actually really like that. Woohoo! Okay. Now to talk to everybody and get reactions and stuff.
Soldier, this is it. We're almost to the city. First through Worm's Crossing, then on to the lower city. Oh, it smells the exact same. 10 years on, but still home. Incredible.
You know, it's been a while since we connected like we once did.
Yeah. I had the same thought. So much has happened between then and now. Maybe we just got a little caught up in it all. But I'm not going anywhere. I've got plans for the future, you know, and they involve you.
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe.
So what are you hoping to find there?
Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. I'd like to know what they've done with it.
How are you faring without your Harpers?
You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles.
Just try to keep up, old one.
Do you know, maybe my hearing is not what it was. Would you like to repeat that? As you wish.
Alright, yeah, need her in the party. Oh, she had fallen wings, not eagle wings. She usually has fallen wings, or eagle wings. Whatever, it's fine. Where is the character inspired die? Oh, oops, let me take the whole box. Oh well, that's fine. I like that. It only changed a little bit, but I like it.
Let's move.
Okay. Next.
Worm's Crossing, the welcome mat of Baldur's Gate. This is it. I'm almost home.
Are you worried about Cazador finding out your back?
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
It sounds risky.
It's something of a gamble, true, but if I can win, if I can beat him, it would be worth any risk. So yes, I do worry about facing him. But if we can get his attention, finding the ritual's location will be much easier, and that could give me the edge I need.
Worm's Crossing, the gaping maw of the city. Nature has little control over what happens beyond that bridge.
Have you heard from Thaniel at all since we moved on?
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
A hero at
I
heart.
want to change the dye on Will's outfit. Why does Astarion have his own dye in this thing? Shadowheart has it too. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Cyric. Oh yeah, Cyric is up here. The Cyric dye is what I've been using for him this game. Okay, I like the Cyric dye with that. It suits him.
Intestines throb,
It's
blood whispers.
Incredible to be back. My home. My city.
Are you excited to return? Reluctant? Both?
Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14 and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home. And it's worth saving. Are you sure? The blade and just when...
Yeah, I know, but I have to reduce the party, and I have to have Jaheira in the party, so...
Civilization beckons at last. It's no Waterdeep, but Baldur's Gate is a respectable runner-up. Or at least a close third.
The next urchin that tries to pick my pocket will lose its hand.
Why not its
If I
head?
take its head, how will it learn from its mistakes? Even here, a child deserves a second chance. I am reminded of the Brerin, the stench streets of Menzoberranzan, where the sick and the outlawed make their homes. Despite the destitution, there is profit and opportunity to be found in such places, if one is willing to wade through the squalor.
Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
Yes. I only know it through history books and hearsay. A city of murder and grief. I expect it will live up to its legend.
Oh, it will. I'm curious about Menzoberranzan. Tell me about your home.
From the still, dark waters of Lake Donegarten to the black academies of Tierbresh, it is a city of wonders and terror. But it is not my home anymore. If I were to return, I would be denied all of its wonders and shown only the terror.
What was your life like
I am
there?
a daughter of Menzoberranzan's most ancient and powerful house, the Bainray. I lived a life of privilege and danger. My home was at the tallest point of Cuel Arzol, the place of the nobles, a plateau high above the city's sprawl. I enjoyed every luxury, whether harvested in the Underdark or stolen from the surface, and I survived my first assassination attempt while I still suckled at my mother's breast. I tasted her blood that day. She covered my body with her own, and a blade bit deep into her chest, almost puncturing her heart. When I came of age, she tried to take my life herself. And I gave her fresh scars to match those she earned protecting me.
Little wonder you find it hard to make friends if your own mother was trying to kill you.
She taught me to be resilient and to guard my heart from those who cannot be trusted, literally and figuratively. When I choose to let somebody close, I do not do so lightly. That gives a great depth of meaning to the bonds I do share.
She is so sweet. Alright, I need to kick one more person out of the party. Lizelle, I guess.
How can I assist? Camp. Are you certain? Very well. I'll keep watch until you call on me.
Okay. It is time to learn who my daddy is. Alright. And you thirsty ass bitches need attention, right? Alright, alright.
Naughty, 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 little master. You have disobeyed your father's wishes one time too many. For she who fights with monsters should look to it that she herself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Another will embrace what you have rejected, and that other will be your death. But your father loves you dearly. You may re-inherit yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion.
That may be who I was, but it's not who I am.
And yet, you know you will never be free of your urge if you don't confront your past. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are?